Random, give us an egg pun right now.
Take a crack at it. I'm sure it'll be excellent.
My brain scrambled.
I guess you could say it's a Humpty Dumpty in there.
Yep.
I want to exit from this podcast.
Yeah.
Cue the music.
Cue
There
the
we go.
music. Do do do.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 23 of Living The DreamWorks, where we talk about every single Puss in Boots film, starting with the very first one, Puss in Boots. Original title was going to be Puss in Boots: The Story of an Ogre Killer. The original plan was that it was supposed to be direct to DVD, much like Toy Story 2, and then they liked the character too much. That they're like, yeah, let's just throw in a little extra.
Yeah.
Which, and that detail does explain a lot of things for me, but we'll talk about that. So I am the Wash.
I'm Random Egg here.
I'm Claire.
I'm Giana Luna.
Yay! We do this every time she comes in, but for good reason.
Aw, thanks, guys. I feel so special.
It's not a Shrek-related episode without Giana Luna.
This is going to be the last one for a long while because
A long while. You
Yeah.
finally get a break.
you're finally gonna break because we're not going to be going into the sequel, to Puss in Boots until like I don't know when that episode we're going to be recording that, maybe in 2026. We'll check back with you later.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Depends
a
on how
bit.
many movies they release in between now and when Puss in Boots came out.
Yeah, god damn. I think that's like as of this recording, there's like supposed to be Shrek 5 next year, something like that.
The Donkey spinoff too, right?
Oh, what's that Donkey spinoff? I think Donkey spinoff might be 2026. I forget,
Oh,
but like
man.
I forget. But
It's not Ogre anytime soon.
No,
No.
it's certainly not.
It's not Ogre Easy.
Oh my, there you go.
There you go. There you go.
But today we're talking about Puss in Boots, not that one.
Puss in Boots
not
1.
not the 2022. No, this was 2020. Oh, it's 2022. Yeah, not
Wait,
the
no.
2022 Puss in Boots. The 2011 Puss in Boots. I think it's supposed to be a prequel. I think when I read about it, it's supposed to be a prequel to the Shrek films.
It could go either way, honestly.
Yeah, and that is a pretty disposable story.
Yeah.
But what's our history with Puss in Boots?
Well, I watched Shrek, and Shrek 2, and then Shrek the Third, then Shrek Forever After. I never watched this until yesterday.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay.
it. I had nothing. I had nothing. I got nothing. The only thing that I remember is that egg staring at me, staring at my soul, and every time I saw him, I would want to change the channel.
Oh yeah, this would be one of those Stars movies. This would be one of those things that's like pretty cheap to like air on TV.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. It was one
Yeah.
of those movies that was just on cable, but instead of actually watching it, I would change the channel the moment I saw that egg.
There's so many problems with that egg. I actually have history with this film, but what about you, Giana?
Okay, I have a very funny history with this film. I didn't ever see this movie until spring of 2023. And what happened was I like saying this out loud to people is very funny. I was on a date with someone and like we ended up like coming back to my apartment and some way, somehow what we chose to watch was Puss in Boots. And when I tell you, like, we genuinely sat there and watched it from start to finish. Like, there was no Netflix and chilling. It was like, we were fully invested in Puss in Boots. And then I never saw him again.
Just like Humpty Dumpty in the franchise.
So that that date is now forever the Push and Boost guy.
Yes, yeah. Sweet guy. Maybe not compatible, but boy, did we enjoy Puss in Boots.
Oh, sounds like he Humpty dumped you.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
It was not like that, but it's fine.
I know. I just couldn't resist the pun.
It was very good.
I feel like I got more hurt than that by she did.
I mean, we don't have to go into the specifics.
No. The story is good enough.
all right, let's walk back out of it.
Walk back in our boots.
All right, Claired eggs. What is your history with this?
So I have a history with this, but honestly, I was thinking a lot about what to talk about, so instead of my personal history, I'm gonna read this from WikiShrek. Humpty Alexander Dumpty, better known as Humpty Dumpty, is a former thief and inventor who had sworn revenge on his hometown, San Ricardo. He had gained infamy for his obsession with the magic beans and obtaining the golden goose. He is Puss in Boots' adoptive brother and former arch enemy. Wash, what's your history?
Oh boy.
So my history with I almost said Shrek Forever After.
How dare you?
My history with Puss in Boots is that I never saw it in theaters, but I did end up watching it. I think I was in college. I still had Netflix at the time, and I thought it would just be fun to like live tweet my reaction to Push and Boost. So I just mostly remember just taking a lot of screenshots of that fucking egg, which I did all over again while watching this and sharing it with you three. Because like, man, that egg has just so much potential. The egg could just be asleep, and I'm still just like marveling at how ugly it is. But like, I even though I watched it, and I definitely remember like at the time, I wasn't really impressed with it. Somehow it's just like I remember very little about this movie now. Like I come back to it, I remember the part that everybody remembers, like the cat that goes ooh, and the fucking egg. But like I've completely I remember that the egg turns evil. Spoilers, but I don't remember what happens after that, and I'm glad I don't remember because man, I would be upset. I looked ahead for the DreamWorks film animated film library. This was the very last DreamWorks film I watched until Puss in Boots 2.
Oh, wow.
So from this point on, I have no history with the DreamWorks film because I just completely, again, Shrek, of all film franchises I'm loyal to, but not anything else in the DreamWorks library. So that's gonna be a whole other thing. But that's really all I got. I saw it once in college when I thought it would be funny, and it was kind of funny.
Well, on that note, I think it may be time for a Giana patent plot synopsis.
Yes, and I want to make it clear, I tried to shorten this like 2 or 3 times.
You did editing. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud.
I have a really good time like writing these. I was just like, is this too long-winded? We'll see. Maybe the font's just big, but on a quest to clear his name in San Ricardo, Puss in Boots seeks out the murderous outlaws Jack and Jill to steal legendary magic beans from them. However, he is thwarted by a mysterious black cat, who he soon learns is a woman through a dance fight at a cat speakeasy, the Glitter Box. Humpty Dumpty, an old friend turned enemy, crosses his path with hopes to make amends and join forces to steal the magic beans from Jack and Jill to eventually claim a golden egg from the giant's castle in the clouds. However, Puss and Humpty have a dark past. After growing up together in an orphanage and forging a bond through Humpty's self-proclaimed destiny of stealing a golden egg and being set for life, the boys find themselves in trouble for stealing, much to the disappointment of their orphanage mother, Imelda. Humpty grows jealous when Puss becomes a hero in San Ricardo for saving the Commandante's mother. Sorry, I'm thinking about the scene. From an ox. The town celebrates Puss, including Imelda, who makes Puss his famous boots and hat. Humpty continues to get himself into trouble by stealing. Puss wants to lead a clean life, much to Humpty's chagrin. One night, Humpty wakes Puss, tricking him into robbing a bank under the guise of being chased by bullies. As law enforcement chases them, Humpty falls over and cannot get up. Puss leaves Humpty in order to escape, but he is now wanted by the town that once celebrated him. In the present, Humpty offers Puss a heartfelt apology, and Puss hesitantly agrees to work with him and Kitty Softpaws with the hopes to pay back San Ricardo with gold from the goose's eggs. After successfully stealing the magic beans from Jack and Jill, it was time to plant and climb up the beanstalk. Not only do they manage to steal a golden egg, but the entire golden goose herself, even though Puss was against kidnapping her. Back on the ground, after celebrating the mission, Jack and Jill attack Puss when he lays down to sleep. In the morning, Puss is abandoned and alone in the desert, no sign of the golden eggs, the goose, Humpty, or Kitty. In San Ricardo, Puss tracks down Jack and Jill, thinking they're about to hurt Humpty, only to find that Humpty had betrayed him yet again in return for not helping him up during the chase 7 years ago. Puss is thrown in jail, while Humpty is celebrated for bringing the golden goose to San Ricardo. Puss's cellmate, Andy Jack Beanstalk, explains to Puss that Humpty made a grave mistake by stealing the little golden goose because her mother will cause havoc and destroy San Ricardo when she tracks her daughter down with rage. Using his ultimate cuteness, Puss attempts to escape. He nearly failed if it weren't for Kitty Softpaws coming to his aid out of affection for him. Puss tracks down Humpty and apologizes for not being there for him when he was dubbed a hero of the town all those years ago. They agree to join forces once again to stop the Mother Goose and keep the people safe. The chaos leads to the Mother Goose being trapped under a fallen bridge, the golden goose dangling by a fraying rope, and Puss clinging to a rope holding Humpty over a giant drop-off. Humpty bravely sacrifices himself to leave room for Puss to save the golden goose. With mother and daughter reunited, the two depart San Ricardo peacefully. Puss goes to check on Humpty, only to find that he has fully cracked open after his great fall, revealing that he was a solid gold egg all along. Solid fuck me. Sorry.
You did so well. You did so well.
A good sentence up till that point. I'm gonna redo the sentence because my God. All right.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's perfect.
Well,
Fine.
he
That's
was
perfect.
a solid gold egg all along, just to be clear.
Golden
I have one sentence left. San Ricardo celebrates Puss once more, and the town is repaid by all the golden eggs. The end.
and Puss and Boots rides off into the sunset, off to another adventure like 11 years down the line.
Yes.
I just love how the moment when you literally cracked was when he cracked.
Yes. Oh, thank you. At least like it kind of seems like it means something.
Yep, he cracked.
Oh boy. So, thank you so much.
Yes.
As always,
you're
thank
so
you so
welcome.
much.
Okay, normally when we do these podcasts,
Yeah.
we split it into, how the movie look, how the movie sound, what are the characters, do we like the characters? I think we should either start or end with Humpty Dumpty.
In that case, let's start with him.
Let's start with that.
All right.
Okay.
All right, get all the egg
What did you
jokes.
guys think about that fate?
Oh God, that is in my nightmares tonight.
Yeah,
Mostly
so,
because
like, my
I
new
see it.
sleep paralysis demon.
Why does he look like that? Like everyone else looks like part of the universe and not too uncanny. Like I get it, it's still the same Shrek style.
That's kind of the problem, though, is that it's still stuck to the Shrek style, which was like the hyper realism stuff. Like that was like the huge selling point, especially back in like 2001 when the first one came out. With that, like, oh my God, you can see his pores. It's so realistic.
Yeah,
so,
and that works for some things.
It works for some things, but like, I feel like even like outside of Humpty, it's the designs are really hit and miss. But like Humpty is like the epitome of all of those problems.
Yes.
So when Nico and I were watching this movie together, neither of us said a word up to that point because there was nothing to say. And we certainly weren't laughing. So it's just complete silence. Once like the shape of the egg was in the background, just terror. We knew, and then we saw his face. And then they tried to sell emotional moments with that face.
Right.
And then they went into the clouds with the thin air, so they sounded really weird, and then they tried to sell an emotional moment with that voice and that face, and
No,
Humpty Dumpty is the character of all time.
that is the character.
I will say, if we're as far as like art choices go, if I'm gonna give them anything, I liked the touch that they gave him freckles when he was a kid. I thought that was a funny choice.
Okay, so obviously a lot of laughing when Humpty Dumpty was on screen for literally all of the wrong reasons. I don't think I screamed louder. Maybe there's been a DreamWorks movie, I don't know. Definitely for this movie there wasn't. When they bring Puss to the orphanarium, he speaks, and it's the same voice.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. It's like, oh, you can't talk, but it's like Antonio
No,
Banderas.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Humpty.
Oh, right.
Same 30-year-old voice coming out of a 5-year-old child.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
that
they
was an
did the
issue
same
with
joke
me,
with
too.
Antonio Banderas. That's just
Well,
funny.
yeah, but like, it's not Humpty Dumpty, so I don't care.
Yeah, like Puss in Boots, you can get away with that because it's funny. Because he's a cat. He's visually appealing, and he's a cute kitty, and he's like, hello. Like, that's just funny. No, with Humpty Dumpty, it's the same
He's
fucking
ugly.
egg, but smaller.
He's ugly.
I like Zach Galifianakis. I should note I like him a lot as an actor, and I also like him as a stand-up comedian. I don't know what he was doing.
He was voicing Humpty Dumpty. That's what he was doing.
It was a very odd performance. Like it was like he's trying to like heighten something, but I didn't know what. Like I don't know.
I don't know how he could heighten anything with a face like that.
He's already at peak.
Do you remember that one like
Not in the fun
dorky?
way.
Do you remember that one dorky kid from like Polar Express who was voiced by Mandark?
You know what kind of train that is? That guy? Yes.
Yeah. That's part of what I thought he was going for. Like he was trying to do like the hat.
All right,
Yeah.
here's the ultimate question with Humpty Dumpty. We're peeking. Would you kiss Humpty Dumpty?
No, absolutely not.
No.
If I want to look closely.
I would not scramble that egg in any way. Like,
Well, I don't kiss eggshells anyway. It's kind of gross. That just came out of a chicken's butt.
yeah. To know.
I'm just saying, Watch. I didn't like the slugs.
Oh,
Anyways, I always ask that question, but like for once, I'm saying no. You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I would kiss because it sounds funny on paper, but not Humpty Dumpty.
There had to have been like 2011 era like Tumblr fanfic of Humpty, right?
I was
There had to
wondering why we never got a Tumblr sexy man phase with him.
No, do you know the reason
And
why?
I know Rise of the Guardians came out shortly after, so
Yeah,
that's why.
that too.
yeah, that's
But
probably why.
I cannot believe we never got like the Humpty Onceler, you know?
Yeah, I think the problem is that
please.
I think that like Onceler, it came out of a very specific like situation with that film where like the only solution they had was like Onceler like dating himself. That was the only solution they had. Like they had options, I guess, with Humpty Dumpty.
Somebody somewhere, some tween had to have written a fanfic shipping Humpty and Puss. It's got to be out
Oh, it
there
has
somewhere.
to. There's
There's got to
it's-
be something out there.
A sexual awakening, but of what? I don't know.
Puss,
Oh, no.
Yowie fanfic. Humpty Dumpty Alexander. Oh, that's archive of our own. What? There's 4 words.
Yowie.
This is a category?
Yowie, more like Meowie.
Oh,
Yowie
God.
Zowie. All right, there's 4. One of these is called a lonely egg. Let me show you what our friendship meant to me.
Please put that in the group chat. Please subject all of us to this.
Humpty Alexander Dumpty wants to fly.
We're done talking about Puss in Boots. We're gonna start reading Humpty Dumpty fanfiction now.
That's the rest of the episode.
That's where this is going.
Oh God.
Okay.
I don't get why. Like, a part of me, I think the reason like he didn't catch on is because, I'll be honest, this film is a nothing burger.
He is boring. Yeah,
it's boring.
Like I say all this stuff, but like, you know, the one slur is not boring, right?
Yeah.
How bad could he possibly be?
How bad could he be?
I would eat that egg.
Where is the Humpty one slur fanfic?
I don't want that.
We have to travel back to 2011 and start making some big changes.
No,
You could call it the one slur dumpster.
No,
We could call it the egg basket.
I hate everything
when
about
I read,
this.
when I read that Humpty Dumpty fanfic, something inside me hashed.
At least it didn't crack.
Okay, yeah. So, following from like Random's point, that I think part of the problem is, like I said, that this was originally conceived as direct to DVD, and it has the stakes of direct to DVD, and that is very little story. In fact, like, God, I want to say like a good third of the movie is just origin story.
Yeah,
Like, it goes on for so long, and they have a joke right at the end with like Selma Hayek of Kitty Softpaws like sleeping, and I found out in an interview Chris Miller, the director, saying that was Jeffrey Katzenberg's idea. Thanks, Jeffrey.
Wow.
He said that like the some of the movie's best jokes came from Jeffrey. So.
Oh God.
I gotta say, that's not a very good sell if if the producer is like writing jokes for you. You got some problems with your story.
Special thanks to Jeffrey Katzenberg.
I think for what it was, though, because I think it's just supposed to be like a peek into Puss in Boots' life. I'm assuming prior to Shrek. They didn't like say, but I think it's obvious that this takes place before Shrek.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know that it was like supposed to be like this high stakes, like crazy, like action-packed kind of thing. I think it was just like, we like this character, here's more about them. So I took it at that. That's kind of like what I was looking for in the film, and I feel like I got that. So
yeah.
I did enjoy it.
The problem with any view of Puss in Boots is that you have to say like how much of your opinion is just swayed by that face. Like,
oh, the ultimate cuteness.
Because like I laughed a lot throughout this movie, but I like, with maybe one or two exceptions, like it was just all just the uncomfortability. Like, you know, where it's like, what else do you do in such a dire situation but laugh? Like that kind of thing.
Oh, there are a lot
but I wasn't. Well, I mean, I guess I was bored, but I wasn't, because I was thinking about that face.
There are a lot of awkward pauses.
Like, I wasn't. I'll pretend I heard that. Wasn't. It's weird because on the one hand, ignoring the face, I felt like I was bored, but I was invested. It was kind of weird.
It was a bit strange. Like, there was like, it seemed boring, but at the same time, like, you were rooting for Puss in a way, and I think that's maybe based on Antonio Banderas' performance alone.
I think like, I mean, maybe this is just Antonio Banderas, but Puss is such like, he's got a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
So even if something isn't that great and you are kind of bored, you're like, oh, Puss is right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, Humpty Dumpty, but like Puss is right there.
Yeah.
That was part of the appeal of like trying to make a movie in the first place. Was that, like, when they were writing Shrek 2, like everybody in the studio was like gravitating towards Puss in Boots. Like they love that character. They want to do more with that character, and they eventually would. When I say it's like the lower stakes, I don't mean necessarily that it's like it has to be like Marvel level of like Puss in Boots has to stop a blue laser from destroying the Earth. Like there is definitely like an appeal to having like a good small story. It's just the trouble with that, like, partly because of that origin story, there's so little story. It's more about like the relationship between Puss and Humpty. Like Humpty sadly plays a very big role in this. So you really have to like adjust yourself. But I'll grant this for Humpty. Like, I didn't laugh a lot, but one big laugh was the when he was like, "Don't you realize I've been there all along?" And
yeah,
I did rewind to see like if he actually was back there. He sadly wasn't, but
Damn.
like the
sequel to this.
yeah. But like him like at the glitter box, like turning around in a suit, in like a cat suit.
yeah.
My favorite was the vultures, where he
the crows. Yeah, he's like looking straight at the camera, like spreading all this, and he's like, "Oh."
I liked him just rising out of the bed with the guy.
The guy's sleeping, and then there he is.
Yeah. Oh no. It was that, and like also like when he was like coming out of Jill's dress.
Oh my god. That
Like
reminded
the most
me.
nonsensical.
It was like that was the point where like you're making the creepy face work, because it's just it's just so preposterous.
It's so weird, and like his lips, like
like even the very first one where it's just like, oh, I was in the bar the whole time, that like setting up the whole scheme, and it's like he's turned around, he's got like a penciled in mustache.
yeah.
Part of me wonders if this would have worked if he was just like a villain, and like through like if he wasn't like a sympathetic character, because like his design is weird, but like if we were like supposed to be afraid of him and are supposed to like laugh at how like if he had like more of a I don't know.
So, like, on the one hand, I don't know. I mean, I was super lost by that ending, but after having explained it to me, like, 5 times, it's like, sure, maybe this is just so stupid it's funny, I don't know. And you can't really get away with that if he's a villain, but on the other hand, like, there's another movie coming up with a certain character whose name rhymes with Mac Morner that is really funny, and is a terrible person, and is a villain, to the point where I'm like, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they could have just went all out. It could have worked.
Because honestly, like the whole moments where he was like, I was always that was great, and probably arguably his best moment in the whole film.
Yeah, like just leaning straight into it. Yeah, I agree. That was like the point where I was like, that was like when I was laughing the hardest. Like it was like what Giana mentioned, when it's just like Puss in Boots shows up and he thinks that like they're killing they're killing Humpty, and he like cracks the shadow. It's like cracking a Humpty, and it's just like looks like explosive fizz coming out. But then they pan off, and he's just like popping over like champagne. It's like, okay, I get you. So I agree with you, Random. You know who doesn't agree? Guillermo del Toro, who was responsible for that idea. Like the guy, the Hellboy guy, the Pacific Rim guy, the Shape of Water guy. He kind of liked the relationship between Puss and Humpty, and it was his idea to make Humpty more sympathetic in the ending. And that's kind of the problem with like why it just suddenly felt like a complete turn.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I can't. No, it's too late. I've done too much. It's like, you can like take those eggs and like go out.
Yeah, the like resolution felt forced. It was like a 180. Like if I were Puss, like that bridge would be burned. Like I would not.
Yeah, that bridge would be crumbling.
I wouldn't be apologizing to you because you were jealous of me because I did something heroic and you decided to like keep being a thief.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
entirely on you.
He didn't even leave Humpty. Like, he was still there. It was Humpty. Humpty burned it first.
Yep.
Like, Puss did, like, you know, Puss did a good thing, and then he was like, Humpty, we can still be together. And Humpty was like, I have an ugly face. And then he robbed the bank, lied to Puss. Then they got to the bridge, and Puss was insulted because he had every right to be. And then Humpty's like, this is still your fault. And Puss is like, yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No. I don't want to be friends with this guy. I want to eat. I want eggs Benedict.
I
I don't even want to eat him. I feel like his face is contagious. I could catch it. I don't want to eat him.
Oh my god, right? It's some kind of disease.
Why else would he look like that?
Exactly. There's a reason he was sent to an orphanage, for crying out loud.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Any other character, I would say that's so messed up. Just not this one.
You could have done so much if he was an irredeemable asshole.
Yeah. He really should have. You're right. No, I'm with you. Forget it. I'm with you on that one.
He looks
You're
like
right.
Even a mother could love that face.
Like, I'm sure the hen just went, ugh.
it's like
dead.
Welcome to the anti-Humpty Club.
They were like, Humpty's like, yeah, they wrote a song about me. Bet you heard it. Which, you know, Humpty Dumpty fell, like Humpty Dumpty falling, and he doesn't fall off the bridge. It's Puss.
no.
I was kind of annoyed by that, actually. I guess I cared about this movie more than I thought.
Yeah, they said that he sat on a wall, but it is he ran through it.
No, it was
Yeah.
Puss. Puss in Boots sat on the wall. Puss in Boots had a great fall. I was waiting when Humpty fell off the bridge. I was waiting for all the king's horses and all the king's men. There is no
Right.
king in this. There's more kings in the sequel movie than there were in this one.
Right, I was waiting for like some kind of like, I guess maybe they didn't have time because they spent so long on the origin story to like.
Yeah.
I felt like we were missing the punchline of them trying to put Humpty back together again. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Too dark. Now that I'm saying it out loud, is that
Yeah.
too dark?
But it would have been funny. Just imagine they rearrange his face and it turned into something like Handsome Squidward.
Handsome
Oh
Squidward.
no! Could have been
Squidward here, even more handsome now.
And he has a glow up.
Could have been Potato Head. Think about Potato Head.
Potato Head. Oh, Picasso.
Picasso.
We
And this
remember when we were
this-
talking about Puss in Boots, like the character?
No.
No.
Oh, we never quite got there actually, but
Oh,
we could
No,
totally.
we talked about him shortly, and then
We like
and then
kind of went into it, yeah.
I made the mistake of blinking, and that face is haunting me.
Etched in your eye.
It's etched into my eyes permanently.
If the whole episode is us trashing Humpty
Oh, right.
So like
What else is there to talk about?
okay.
There really isn't, because this is boring.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about the new character who would actually become a recurring character in this franchise, in the Puss in Boots franchise. Let's talk about Kitty Softpaws.
Yeah.
All right, I've had to say about Kitty Softpaws. What about you two? Three.
I will say I like that they included that she was declawed to kind of bring awareness about not declawing your cats, you know, because we have
Yeah,
such, like a
that's
young
true.
audience. So I like that they were like putting that out there to be like, hey, like this is cruel to do to your cats,
Yes,
but they
yeah,
kept
yeah,
it
for sure.
within the tone of the movie. I think they achieved that really well. But she's basically just like the lady version of Puss. There's
Yeah.
not much more to say than that.
I thought it was. This made me also for the wrong reasons, but it was not the egg. It was when Humpty, not Humpty. God, when
He's everywhere.
Final
He's
thoughts,
everywhere.
Humpty Dumpty. When Puss, we need the movie Humpty. When Puss is trying to figure out why Kitty Softpaws wasn't using her claw, or whatever, trying to find out, and she's like, no, and Puss says, "Okay, I will respect your privacy." I couldn't hold back the laughter. Like,
No, I was
who
thinking the
that
same
straightforward
thing.
about it. And then the worst part is that she goes, "Here's what happened."
Like,
I was like,
Why?
oh my god!
like, I respect your privacy,
I
man.
respect your privacy. Here's no more privacy.
I do like the
Oh, boy.
punchline of like, ugh, cat people are crazy. There's two.
Yeah, that whole story.
Oh,
Cat
God.
people are crazy. It's like, yeah,
I mean, yeah,
sure
they
thing,
are.
but
Yeah.
I'll wear that badge. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm with you there.
I'm a dog owner, so
Yeah, don't worry, you'll get your representation in the next one.
oh god, oh god,
Yeah, you remember.
oh god. Anyway, yeah, like I don't really have much. Like you said, she's the female version of Puss. I like the fight scenes they have together. I like the animation of them together more than I like the dialogue because like
Yeah.
they have somewhat of a chemistry going, but not really, especially compared to another film.
This is gonna be weird right after talking about Humpty. I didn't like her face.
No, I think the only character whose face specifically I was like, oh yeah, that's good, was just Puss.
Yeah, because like that was
Yeah.
something where they took a lot of time developing and like getting the technology right, and like all the cats kind of look ugly. They don't look like good cats to me. It's just so weird because like Puss, it's right there. You solved it. You figured out how to make a good cat, and then you can't really. I don't know if it was just like the technology wasn't there yet for like the like hair and the texture for cats because they. I don't know, like it was just like overly fuzzy and not in a way just like it wasn't
think
like
it's-
plausible.
I think it's a clash between technology limitations and being forced in the box of the Shrek art style.
They really like chained to that hyper realism.
Yeah,
And
and it for the better. And honestly, this movie shows like the style is done. You can't really do more in it.
Yeah.
Change it up, please. And this movie proves it. Not only with not just with especially Humpty, but also like Kitty Softpaws. Like it's just not really that good. It's not.
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I know we're talking about the animation, but like, just Kitty in general. I mean, I guess voice performance was good. Otherwise, that's about it. Even the declawing, like, I don't want to talk too much about it. It's barely mentioned in that movie, but like, again, don't want to get into too much because not all of us have seen it. But I even think like the sequel to this uses that a lot better than this one. You know.
Yeah, that's gonna be its whole separate like discussion. But
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that movie a lot, but we won't talk about it until obviously
I
we
can't wait
watch
to
it and
see
talk
it.
about it
Yeah.
in like 10 years.
Yes.
yeah, it's just they hadn't yet figured out how to differentiate Kitty from Puss. So it's like Giana said, it's Puss, but a girl.
Yeah.
You're a girl.
Girl?
Right. It's just like a sudden change in his attitude towards her.
Yeah.
The second he was like, "You're a woman."
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Now I want to have sex with you.
Right.
What the hell, Puss? I mean, your name is Puss, so.
Oh,
You
sorry.
baby, I can be anything you want me to be.
For you, baby, I could.
We're sexy.
So it kind of makes. Now we're quoting Shrek too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now look how far we've fallen.
Like those are the three main characters, other than like the quote unquote villains, right? Jack and Jill.
Jack and Joel could have been so much better.
Oh man,
It's like, I thought it was a really funny idea, and I guess if there is actually one thing I gotta give this movie, I thought it was really good when Puss said, "You two grab the eggs, I'll fight the giant," and Humpty Dumpty was like, "Haven't you like kept up with the fairy tale at all? Jack beat the giant, like the giant's gone."
yeah.
I thought that was actually genuinely like, fun and clever.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was supposed to be a giant in this one, but like they couldn't figure out how to write him in, so they just changed it up so it's just like, oh, he's already dead. So it's just like, it's a good idea. It's like a good solution to the to like figuring out this, but because you already have the Jack and Jill as the villains, except they just stop being villains. They stop being like the like how did they get defeated? Like off camera.
No, not even. What happens is they get squished on by the goose.
Yeah,
and then that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
There's no like with all the torment that like they just done like they literally like left Puss to die in the desert.
Yep.
And the resolution is that they get like they fall down a hole like an ass. It's like
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is it bad that in a weird way I'm almost more sympathetic to Jack and Jill than I am to Humpty because
No, not
Jack
at
wants
all.
to start a family
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Humpty's just an asshole?
I really like that. That like
That's such
they
a good
didn't
dynamic,
have-
especially because Jack is the one starting it. Like I thought that was such
Yeah.
an interesting
That is-
dynamic.
Yeah, like Billy Bob Thornton and Amy Sedaris. I love Amy Sedaris so much, but like they instead of having like dastardly stuff, it's just talking about like goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And,
just,
like
After
she
we
was
get
so
killed.
against, she was so against it until Jack put the diaper on, and then she said, "He looks just like you. Good job."
it's like they
It's
make
just
like a
like-
compromise. It's like
yeah.
oh.
I'm absolutely ready to have a scene where Jill knocks Puss unconscious and they have Puss and they're talking about being a family and Puss, is talking to them to, also bring himself down a level and understanding like Humpty betrayed me, but he's still like family to me, which could parallel what their story was. And we didn't get that
Nope.
because Jack and Jill should have been in the movie more and they weren't.
Yeah,
Honest to God, like if
they
they
just disappeared.
then it kind of undermines it that like they were working for Humpty all this time a bit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I
Only
get
to
it.
say, hey, we want more. And then
And
they
then
get stomped on. And I guess they just don't want a family anymore. I don't know.
Oh, they're just in the hospital. That's
Yeah.
it, the
Yeah,
end.
there's no resolution.
There's no
No,
resolution.
There's
to
no
that.
resolution. It's just not like really like Jack Horner. We're gonna keep okay. I'm not
Hey,
gonna
don't
talk more
spoil
about
anything,
the sequel.
don't spoil
No,
anything.
Yeah. But like, oh man, there was so much potential. Like again, I really liked that it was just that all they were doing is just like talking about a family. Like for some reason that was your background joke, and it worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Like
Like
I
they're
want
having
they
like
were-
It's something so wholesome coming from two characters that look so despicable.
yeah, it's so despicable, so disgusting.
Yeah,
They
and,
look-
and you know what? The one thing that felt like Shrek in this movie, I liked that. I like that they
Yeah.
looked that hideous, and the whole time Jack is like, "I know what we're doing is terrible, but like, I want a girl." It's like,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Oh, and like Jill is just like, listen, I'm not gonna ruin my body. They're just having like normal conversations
Yeah,
about
Yeah, like very mature conversation.
Yeah. Like the little kids would probably just be watching like the little kids would just be watching like the espionage that's happening on screen and just be like, oh, how's Puss gonna get out of this one? But like the rest of us are just like, well, yeah, that's a good point. I feel like Joe's got a good point here though.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got a successful little career going on. She's more at risk than Jack is. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides, they got perfect little warthogs that'll do the job just fine.
Yeah, that look
Yeah.
just like Jack, evidently.
It
Apparently.
felt like such a betrayal that like the ending like it ended with them just being like, we want more of the gold. It's just
Yeah,
like it's like all that build up was for nothing.
for nothing.
Hopefully they'll figure this problem out in another movie. We'll see.
Maybe. This is the part where we're like, what else happened in this movie?
You talking about Humpty Dumpty again?
No.
Okay, this is so nothing, but normally this is when we're nearing final thoughts. We need to kill the timer. We have 30 minutes left.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
But,
I know.
in the origin story, which I guess we could talk about the origin story, since that I think that was just collectively our least favorite part. But there is the blue kid, and he's getting ready. I know how that sounds, but he's getting ready to beat up Humpty.
Little Boy Blue,
Little boy
Yes.
Blue, thank you. I didn't even know he had a name, I'll be honest. But okay, little boy Blue.
voiced by the director. Yeah.
Okay, so he's getting ready to beat up Humpty. And Puss is saying, this is when I learned, this is when I had to stand up for him, even though he stole my beans. And he smacks him with the ladle, and he goes, "Ugh."
It
Me
was
and Nico rewatched that like 3 times. There was like 3 minutes that we had to just stop because we were laughing. Just smack.
like Chris Miller was trying to make like how would it sound like if like an annoying kid got hit in the face? I did like that. Like it's for me, it's the hot fudge thing. I mean, it's all over the place, I'm sure. But like the thing with like Push like throwing the ladle and it hits two kids in the head who are like running away. Like that's good. That's good. I like that.
Mm-hmm. I liked his little kitten Mew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They brought up Baby Puss, which is hit and miss. It was feeling like some of the problems of like the cast that I was telling you about, where it was just like, ooh, they hadn't. I feel like they already solved this problem. Why did you make him look like that?
Yeah,
again?
he looked so weird, I thought, until they were teenagers, in which apparently teenager just means the same you look as an adult. Which
Yeah.
for Puss, fine, he's a cat, whatever, but for I don't know why I'm even questioning the animation on Humpty, but like still.
Yeah, like what is the lifespan of an egg?
I could go check the expiration date on my car.
We knew he was rotten from the beginning.
Ah,
Oh,
I always knew you were good on the inside.
you were golden on the inside. Which is
Oh.
Was it
Aw.
golden? I thought it was just like good.
I thought he said golden. I
thought he
was
said good,
lost. I
too.
didn't understand. I thought when an egg cracked, it means like the yolk goes everywhere.
when
Not that they turn into a golden egg.
when I saw that that pan down and I just saw the egg, I was just like, oh, okay, it's one of the other eggs. I can't see Humpty though.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
Right. Oh, they should have been like more clear about it somehow. I don't know, but
like
yeah.
you do see like
Because
the
you
shells.
see the cracked egg. Like you see like parts of the eggshell
You
scattered.
do see like
Yeah.
tiny remnants of the
Yeah, little
eggshell
flakes.
like around it. It's not nearly enough. Like it
Yeah.
really needs to be like the whole thing.
Well, no, it was those little things because I still didn't pick up that it was supposed to be Humpty.
I
because
rewind-
when
I
an
rewound
egg
that scene,
breaks,
like-
it does not turn gold. I should know. Random and Watch came to visit recently. I made them breakfast using banana and eggs. I can tell you when you break an egg, it does not turn into a golden egg.
Otherwise, they would have been really tough pancakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say enjoy your pancakes, Humpty Dumpty's face.
I also like him being like a golden egg all along did absolutely nothing for me.
Nothing.
Sam,
Yeah.
Sam.
Like he in no way like when someone's like got a rough exterior but they're golden on the inside, like you can like see that in the writing in most like cases, but like if that's what they were trying to do with Humpty, it was a grave failure.
But-
It's based
but
on what?
Giana-
Like how is he golden on the inside? Like based
But-
on what?
But Giana, Wash, you two are forgetting the scene when he picked up the piece of paper that he and Puss drew as kids with them having smiley faces. And he thought about Puss saying it'll be the two of us and he got sad.
Oh no,
Oh.
silly me. That solves everything.
That's enough for everything.
Yeah. That absolves so much crime. All the crime.
He's
All the crime.
forgiven.
All-
I'm sorry, Puss. I can't. I have to get out of here now and just leave all these eggs around here.
He did not have the goose at that point,
It's
right?
too late for me to just to save the town. I have to get out of here. My
I
home
have
planet
no
needs me.
idea why they needed to bring the goose to the bridge for the bomb.
I don't know.
Like, I could at least
genuinely have no
understand, like,
idea.
oh, let's get you out of town so that you're not, like, trampling the buildings.
Yeah.
But you didn't need to get to the bridge. You could have just, like, walked outside town and been like, oh, look, it's the child. And then push Humpty Dumpty off the bridge.
I think, like, thinking about it, I think it was, like, a cinematic choice because that's the bridge that Puss left Humpty on,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I think they were
Yeah.
trying to, like,
They're trying to circle
be
it
deep.
back.
Yeah, and circle it back.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, from that perspective, I could understand it from, like, thinking about it.
Right.
I also got the impression that like maybe I misread the geography of it, but I got the impression that like that bridge is like the only way to get into town as well. Like it's like a mountainous, it's like a mountaintop village, and I didn't get any clue that there was like it seems like destroying this bridge. It's like destroying the entirety of this. Like now they can't like go out to like get goods and supplies.
Yeah, I know. They're stuck there forever.
Yeah, I mean, once that bridge breaks, like, we don't even see Puss and Kitty Softpaws leave.
Nope.
They're running away, and then the post credits has them in the bar. Like,
I wanted resolution there too. because they
Yeah.
made it clear that there was a romance, and then it was like, well, here's some action, and then like some flirtation, and then we just don't. It just ends. It stops.
'Cause I think they were like trying to keep things open for a sequel, but also like make it work still as a self-contained story, which I respect.
Yeah.
But I'm still just kind of partial at that whole bridge thing. Like, I don't know why they.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's why why you have the bridge thing for like story reasons. Like, not just to have like the wraparound with like Humpty, but also to create the stakes for like. Okay, we is for the ultimate sacrifice. So in order for Humpty Dumpty to fully redeem himself, he needs to have an ultimate sacrifice. So like he has to sacrifice himself for the good of the mission. What do? Okay, well, I guess the bridge is gonna like collapse, and like Puss has to choose between Humpty and the baby and the Gosling. And Humpty. I already lost my own train of thought.
I didn't even get there because I'm still wondering why they needed to go to the break.
Right. I don't know. I guess they were trying to think, how can we heighten the stakes as much as possible? But like, if we're going based on Humpty's story, I would have rather it been like at the top of a wall or something, because this goose is giant,
Yeah.
and he's like hanging on to him at the top of the wall, and maybe like he can't like get his footing or something. Maybe like the goose knocks part of the wall when it flies away with the baby. So like it's like the thing is solved, but there's this tension now. I don't know. I'm thinking off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I think that like they kept a lot of the direct to DVD ideas and didn't like really fix or heighten them properly, and it's just kind of it just feels more like a vehicle for the origin story. Like the actual story is just kind of feels secondary to like the whole like Humpty Puss friendship. If you're not buying that, you're gonna have a hard time with this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, even the basis of their friendship, like, he stole Puss's beans, and then Puss was just like, I felt compelled to stick up for this kid. If I may, what the fuck?
Why?
Simply, I don't understand that logic. Like, could not be me.
I mean, I get it. It almost foreshadows his heroic instincts, which we see in
Okay,
the
yeah,
best
that's fair,
part of the
that's fair. I'll give
flashback,
it that.
which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
he saved the.
So like
Comandante's mother.
they're trying to like angle it away from Puss being like an assassin / thief. And another thing is like, how did he become an assassin from all this? I didn't really understand.
Well, he murdered that egg. I could tell you that much. Oh wait, no, that was his face.
The egg sacrificed himself and turned into a golden egg. And that reveal is immediately upended by the end credit dance sequence.
Yes.
Where Humpty is just alive or in heaven, but except like the castle is a real place, so it's not heaven. So is he okay? Did it turn out that like the egg that we just saw on there, it was not Humpty. It was not like the inside of Humpty. It was like Humpty in his tracksuit, in his golden tracksuit. Is
Which
that what
is
the idea
very
was?
stupid.
Wait, guys, wait.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to do this to you.
No, go ahead.
Like, I can't even.
I was talking about the one slur before. You're good.
No.
No, it's just like I can't get it out. I wish I could be a person who can like say something that they think is funny without laughing through the whole thing, but here we are.
Oh.
So Humpty cracked gold egg, right?
Yeah.
It's just he's alive,
Yeah.
and I can't not picture the
The face. Oh, that's all I heard was the face.
the face on the golden egg. Just
Oh, like his face on the golden
solid gold. I'm crying right now. just like solid
You're
gold
right,
Humpty Dumpty
you're right.
face.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good image.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
That is not a good image.
That maybe that if it was that instead, maybe I would have been won over by that end credit dance sequence.
Yeah, for all that I am saying, like a Humpty Dumpty, like all it takes to win me over is his face. Like that's it. That's all I needed to see. None of this would be a problem.
It's like he turns into like Metal Mario, but it's
Oh no. But it's gold.
But it's gold
Mario.
Yeah, or like Metal Wario, like just full of gold. Yeah.
Oh my god. Caught my breath. We're good now. We're back.
Oh my god.
Silver Rock.
That's a great image. I'm gonna be stewing on that for a bit.
Someone make it on Photoshop. On second thought, no, don't.
No,
don't.
Random, do you have anything to add, or should we talk about the origin story?
What do I have to add? Like
To what?
what? Is it the egg?
Like he's an egg,
more
but
about Humpty.
No, but random. He's an egg, but on the inside, he's an egg.
And on the inside of that,
On the inside of that,
and on the outside of the
and on the
inside,
outside.
on the
No,
inside.
don't spin me, I'll yolk.
Ah,
Oh my god.
the tracksuit was so stupid. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, why?
I don't understand it. Like, it didn't even work.
It's
Like,
supposed
was
to
he
be
trying
like
to disguise himself as
Yeah.
a golden egg? So if like he was spotted, that's what I presume. But
Yeah,
the
but
tracksuit
then
was dumb.
their plan did not revolve around the need for him needing to be wearing that suit.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Especially when like the Mama Goose. I thought like at the time I didn't realize that like that was gonna be like the central villain. So like when they were first like hinting about this giant monster and stuff, I thought it was gonna be like a pug or something, or just like a dog, like a really or maybe like Chihuahua.
I don't know. I mean, if anything, if there's anything Untitled Goose Game taught me is that geese can be menaces to
If
society.
there's anything that life has taught me, it's that mothers can be menaces.
And then like we already had like a menacing goose like last year with Shrek Forever After. Like
Oh yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh yeah,
Rumpelstiltskin.
that was
Yeah.
a cool callback.
Yeah, like it was like that was like a cooler, uglier goose. Too.
Well, okay. I agree. But I feel like, you know, the mother being the monster, for all the jokes that, you know, I can make about that, like, it does make sense. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what is more upsetting and what is scarier than a mother looking for her child, right? One of
yeah,
those
that's
things.
100%. And like, granted, like the softening the looks of the goose, for lack of a better term, did at least help to just make it like more like sympathetic.
Yeah.
That like what you're just seeing is like a scared mother, like a scared, angry mother, and it's like there even cases with like points where it's like supposed to be like angry, and it still just looks like sad in its eyes. And it's like, okay, I get
The only
get
time that she looked angry was a joke I actually thought was pretty funny, but the only time that she looked angry was when she saw the guy taking a bath with all the duck tattoos and he was squeezing the rubber duck.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny, but she actually looked mad, like insulted almost, like, how dare you make a
How
mockery
dare.
of my child?
Yeah.
just throwing the entire bath.
An entire bath.
I did think the tattoos was kind of a funny bit because
Yeah, I thought, so weird thing, random watch. Did either of you think of Onward?
No. I'm
No.
trying to
Do you remember the barkeep, whatever her name was? I forget. When she's explaining to the
Oh.
mother about the story, and she keeps like ripping off parts of her clothes because they have the tattoos.
Yeah, that's
And the mother
right.
is like, "How many tattoos do you have?"
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Damn, yeah. I can't believe Onward stole
Did it
from
better,
Puss
right?
and Puss.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
This one has like I feel like this one has like it's a dirtier joke, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's a slightly better punchline and just show him the golden egg. It's like
No.
yeah, that was funny.
yeah. I'll grant that was like a good like way to resolve this.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize until like reading into interviews that like this is very sparse in pop culture references.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's and like to be fair, I think like the the Shrek Forever After is also like pretty sparse in that department, but here it's like what you see is what you get. Like it's just kind of more going to like character humor and stuff. It's like in varying degrees of of working. So, yeah, like we said, like Puss in Boots himself is like much more charismatic. I don't know, like Imelda, but I feel bad because it was like Imelda is like it's just a name, but like all I thought was Mama Imelda from Coco.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's all I felt too. And again, this character here was just a plot device for Puss.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I am disappointed in you, Puss. No, Mom, you don't understand.
No,
Oh, I
no more
understand.
excuses.
No more excuses.
Nico beat me to the punch on this one. I was about to say, it's not an excuse, he didn't do anything. And she said, it's not an excuse, he didn't do anything. I was like, dang, she beat me to it.
I stopped caring at that point.
No, that was my height of the engagement with the movie. That was right after the Humpty Dumpty face joke.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I could not have cared more about the movie than I did in that moment.
You remember Titan from Megamind? Like that's like his face on an egg. That's all I could think of. It was again
Humpty
like
Dumpty is under new management.
he's under new management. There, what is it? There is no Tooth Fairy. There is no Easter Bunny,
And there is
no Humpty Dumpty.
and there is no.
There
there is no
is
Queen
no
of
Humpty Dumpty one. Humpty Dumpty.
And there is no Humpty Dumpty one slow fanfic.
That's what I was gonna say until I said Humpty Dumbly.
Humpty Dumbly.
Humpty Dumpty Dumpty. Fuck.
Hi, Leo.
Humpty Dumbly. That's gonna be the title of this podcast.
No.
No, it's gotta be portmanteau of Humpty Dumpty and the one slur.
No.
Or just like the face and then TM, like trademark.
Yeah, it's just egg
Trademark the
emoji.
face.
It's egg emoji and then the sun emoji. So like that
Oh my
hideous
God.
face.
Oh, but is it a golden egg?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
The golden egg emoji. Oh, I got nothing. I have nothing else.
The
to say
only
about
thing I have. Okay, there's two things. I didn't watch the credits this time, so I don't actually know who composed it, but I like the music. I thought the music was good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was fine.
it was good.
Was it
Yeah,
Hans
good.
Zimmer? Did anybody happen to see? 'Cause I just skipped the credits.
No, it
So
was
did I.
Henry Jackman this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's done like quite a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, this is different. Oh, he did the music for Detective Pikachu, the movie,
Oh, okay.
and Disney Infinity 2.0.
Oh.
I just heard Detective Pikachu and I just went through like a fuck. I don't like.
I could throw out one of the jokes I liked.
Go for it.
Go
Go for it. It's
for
that
it,
or the
please.
origin story, so go for it.
We gotta get
Right.
something. Yeah.
So one thing that did like get me was right after they plant the beans, there's that huge like magical storm, and then it's like super anticlimactic, and it just kind of sprouts. And Soft Paws is like, well, I heard like plants have feelings, so try saying something nice to it. And I thought it was gonna get into this like stupid cheesy thing where like Humpty says something and it's like actually emotional. I'm like, are they really gonna do this? And he just goes, "Hi, little plant," and it fucking
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
sprouts. Yeah, I thought that was funny, just like the boom of it all, and it was
Yeah.
like unexpected. So I thought that was good.
It was also funny because we got to see the character we all hate in pain.
Ah, yes.
True, I suppose.
I too would kick him that hard in the face.
The one joke I liked was hold on, just trying to remember. Oh yeah. When they arrest Puss the second time, when he's just like, no, you have to give yourself up, Puss, and he gives himself up into prison. And they have like the big dark moment of the film, but it's like all the conquistadors. I don't know if they're cops or not, but they're conquistadors. They're all like surrounding him. It's just like, turn around slowly, slower, and he's just like, that's like really awkward.
Really slow.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, that one gave me a good chuckle.
Yeah.
Also, was it me that like I was completely surprised to hear like Lady Gaga
Oh yeah, at the end.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It was. I didn't know how to feel because I was just watching something that was just like kind of mid, and then like all of a sudden it's like Lady Gaga song. It's like what the fuck?
It's no, I'm a believer.
Oh
Puss,
man.
you saved my mother. You're a hero. Puss, you robbed the bank. You're a criminal. It's like the most easily swayed guard I've ever seen. Why is it that they listen to Humpty Dumpty?
He saved the Commandante's mother. He saved the Commandante's mother.
Oh,
That got
You
me.
saved
a
my
little.
Yeah,
mother.
that was good. That was good.
I really liked. Johnny, you'll get this. I really liked the yellow, hard to see subtitles. It felt straight out of like 2000s anime.
Yeah. It also kind of had that style of like early memes where it was like the photo in the black frame and it had like the text underneath it.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
kind of energy. Yeah, like Revolver
Yeah.
Ocelot.
We're all just like, what more do we say about this film?
how much time we got left?
7.5 minutes.
Do we want to just?
I-
Do we want to just cut this early?
I mean, we still have yet to talk about the origin story.
What else do we have to say
I
about
don't know.
it?
What do we say about the origin story? That they like. I don't remember what happens in the origin story. Like they have like a. Like what's the plot of the origin story? Is what I'm saying. Like they invent stuff. They steal stuff.
And then Humpty betrays Puss because he's a famous fearless hero or whatever.
Yeah. Like Humpty
Yes.
grows jealous, and
Mhm.
like. That's another thing that was making it hard for me to like really get into Humpty was that like even like early into the movie there was like that weird jealous vibe.
Yeah. He was like, "You need me," and I think you.
Like
He just didn't want to
kept,
admit it.
He kept trying to like separate the he kept trying to separate the two and what is it? Do not fall for his animal magnetism. That makes some sense when it's like don't go attached to him when we're trying to betray him later. Like okay, I get that, but then like that doesn't matter because like he suddenly redeems himself by helping Puss, sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I don't because you're the one that suggested the origin story. Do you have
I
anything?
mean,
to
I
say
thought
about
we'd
the
have a
story?
little more to say, but like, I thought when little kid Blue or whatever his name was got hit and went, I thought it was funny.
I already said that.
Yeah, I feel like I said what I was thinking on the origin story already.
Yeah, like all I remember is the Commandante's mother bit and the fact that
Oh, one of the only like pop culture jokes they had was like the first rule of Bean Club is you do not talk about Bean Club.
oh my god, and they say it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, once was enough.
That's the joke. That is like that's the Fight Club quote. But like,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, by already saying the first part, we already know the second part.
Yep.
Right. Like the joke's done after you just say the one line, the first rule, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to like go through it's done after that.
Exactly. It's like I already hearing the rest before it's even happening, and that's
Yeah.
like the opposite of comedy.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the comedy comes in.
No, don't do that. Don't bring Annie into this.
Annie.
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 What is worse, Annie or the egg?
Oh, the egg. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I can blink after looking at Annie's face, okay?
What if
Yeah,
You
let's
watch
not be
what-
mean to Annie.
yeah,
Oh,
Annie?
that means a lot coming from you.
Oh my god.
I mean, like Annie is definitely fucking worse than Puss in Boots.
Oh, the movie? Yeah, the movie, sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the egg.
The egg himself. Oh man, I don't know.
We could, if we don't want to end early, there's 4 minutes. We want to talk more about Humpty?
What else can we say?
It's been a Humpty podcast. I
It's
feel like.
literally, we spent most of the episode talking about this fucking egg.
And this egg doesn't show up like again. I'm pretty sure.
No!
I'm sure
Spoilers, he's
it's
not
like,
in Last
I'm
Wish.
sure it's like the Pizza Planet truck. You just gotta keep your eyes peeled in every future DreamWorks movie. He's there,
That
watching.
would be funny though.
That would be so funny.
Like that would be the perfect thing with I've always been there.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Like,
just see like this egg rotating around.
like you go back to the Shrek movies and you just see him in the background.
In the background. That bit, I don't know if any of you watch Game Changer, but it reminded me of Sam Reich saying, "I've been here the whole time." Highly recommend Game Changer if you guys
No,
don't
I've never
watch
seen.
it.
I've
So
never seen.
good.
That sounds funny.
I just realized what you're talking. No, I know I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I've been watching a bit of Game Changer. Yeah, it's like me. I've been here the whole time. Yeah.
Yes.
And like all the weird game that the mind game that he plays on his contestants, like that one episode where it's just like the yes or no. That one.
That's a classic.
That's-
It's so good.
Yeah. I had just recently watched that one. It's just like I had seen the monologue beforehand and seen it in the full context. It's just like, oh my god, this is psychological torture.
The joke too is that, sorry, I know this isn't Puss in Boots. The joke is that like Brendan Lee Mulligan is so competitive on Game Changer and he has to win every time. So Sam designed the game so that he could not win.
Yeah.
It is so good. So good.
Yeah, especially like they open it up with like the Game Changer champion to just like get his egos up.
Yes.
And then he's just like, I got a fat goose egg. There we go. Now we've got
It
jump
ties
back.
in.
Ties
It ties in.
This film has a goose egg.
Yes.
So, I'm on Wiki Shrek, right?
Oh no.
Humpty Dumpty made his first appearance in the Shrek franchise in the original Xbox video game. He is one of the residents of Mother Gooseland and is teaching local egg children how to fall off walls.
That's right, yeah.
Shrek has to save the kids and return them to their father, the Great Gander. They're not even his kids. Then he is also a boss in Shrek Wreakin' Havoc, where he looks like this. I just sent it in our group DM.
So hold on, let me see in the group. Oh my god.
Oh my god! That's almost as bad.
Actually, it's Coral Blue number.
Oh
Post a
my
picture
god.
in the episode.
I
And
don't
then,
know
of
how
course,
to,
he is in Shrek Super
I
Slam.
don't know how to like link this in an audio podcast, but
Just
it is
look
hideous.
it up. Just look it up. Just look it up.
So it's very much like Rumpelstiltskin in like Shrek the Third, where it's just like this forgotten Humpty Dumpty in like an earlier property that just looks nothing or acts nothing like the character. Oh no, what are you saying?
Literally, I
now?
was gonna say he hits.
Oh, in his cat suit, yeah.
In
yeah.
his cat suit.
Again, that was the moment that we needed more of that. Like I like
And
Guillermo del
with
Toro.
that,
I feel like you're wrong
9,
on this count. Like
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The timer.
the
Thank
egg
God.
timer.
The egg timer.
The egg timer.
I did it. I was waiting for that one.
Okay, that's great. All right, final
Who
breakfast
wants to
thoughts,
go
thoughts.
first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I enjoyed the movie. Is it like a cinematic masterpiece? By no means. I mean, it has some pros and cons. Overall I liked it. I just like any kind of peek into a character that I enjoy. So it was just cool to be like, oh, so this is like Puss's origin story and stuff like that. So it was just nice to learn about the character. Yeah, I thought it was fun, but not like it didn't blow me away.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I'll despite all my complaints about it, I wasn't that I wasn't that negative on the well, I mean, I'm negative on the film and the podcast, but I didn't hate this. I think I should say I liked it. I liked this film. It is just very middle of the road. It's just, we barely talked about him, but like Antonio Banderas does do a lot to save this film.
Yeah.
Like the again, like his charisma overall. like it's a good step up to figure out like how to make a whole film about just Puss in Boots and like all the different adventures he has. That egg is good for screenshots, and that's about it.
Yep.
Like even the resolution of that egg, I could not. Again, I had to rewind that thing so many like a couple times because I was like, "What? I don't get it. I don't get what the resolution is." That's pretty bad, especially considering this is like a children's movie.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I'm like lost.
Yeah, usually there's like a clear moral or something.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is that like, what is the moral of this? It's just like
Forgive people who walk all over you and apologize when they're at fault. Like, no.
yeah, it's like Puss doesn't have like a character growth. I guess that's a big thing. That like there's no real character growth in this. It's just like there's one character that like sours. The problem is he's always been sour, so it's like it's down on the ground and then it buries underground.
Mm.
Although like I said, like if he had just been more of the villain, that probably would have been more fun. And it also meant that like we wouldn't have back-to-back films where the villain is a jack. Don't think I didn't notice that. In my ranking, just in the Shrek franchise, obviously way better than Shrek the Third.
Yes.
I don't think it's better than Shrek though. Like I feel like I enjoyed a lot more of Shrek than Puss in Boots. In fact, I in my overall DreamWorks ranking, I put this between Chicken Run and Megamind. So like Chicken Run is like I felt Chicken Run was better than Puss in Boots, which does mean that like Monsters vs. Aliens is still on my top 10. Like I got to see a very disgusting egg, and you know what? That's something we'll be talking about that egg for the rest of our lives.
I'd say at least for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be 80 years. Like, remember Zach Galifianakis as a fucking egg?
I remember that.
Hey, you remember that fucked up? You remember when like inside the egg was another egg?
Remember when we recorded a podcast episode and it inspired all the tween girls out there to write Humpty Dumpty Onceler fanfiction?
Oh my god.
I hate the world.
Like, wait, that goes viral and like you're forever known.
Oh yeah,
You're
oh yeah.
forever known.
Imagine just living with the whole. It's because of you that people ship the Onceler and Humpty Dumpty.
Oh my god.
People are writing fanfic where they're putting Humpty Dumpty in all sorts of places he shouldn't be.
All right, deviant artists, you know what to do.
All right, get to work. Let's get cracking.
Well,
if you send me a link and it's Newgrounds, I'm not watching it.
No.
So, what I think about Puss in Boots...
Random, please.
I thought it was boring. The Puss was my favorite part about it by far, and I enjoyed whenever he was on screen. But I still think there was a lot of more misses than hits. There were some good things like Puss, Jack and Jill's conversations, animation was pretty decent. Even Kitty Softpaws I didn't mind too much, but it was just like a meh movie. And it's my least favorite out of all the Shrek things we watched so far. Like, wait, never mind.
You forgot about Shrek the Third.
I forgot about Shrek the Third.
My jaw just dropped.
No.
Yeah, right?
Like,
You're like boring. So it's worse than Shrek the Third.
I hate Shrek the Third so much I forgot about its existence, and it was a nice
right, you
brief
started to
moment.
block it out.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. So, other than that, like I like Shrek 1, 2, and 4 more than this. I will say to end this off that I will read on Google what the trick is: scramble eggs. Crack the eggs into a bowl and break apart the yolks with a whisk before beating them well to combine. Cracking the egg directly into the pan and use a spoon or spatula will result in a streaky, not soft scramble. A silicone or heat-proof spatula is an ideal tool for the job. so we know how to beat the shit out of Humpty Dumpty.
Yes, and if you want an extra fluffy omelet, you can put like a tablespoon of milk in with your eggs when you beat it to try and like fluff
Some
it up.
nice leche, like Puss in Boots would want.
Yes,
Or you could like melt in some butter or ghee into the pan itself and use that like that. Let me tell you, when I didn't really get scrambled eggs until my great grandmother made me some with like butter, and it was like, oh my god, I get it now. That was the key ingredients.
I know, Claire, you still have to do your final thoughts, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I can wait a second.
I think either before or after that, we should all like say how we like our eggs.
All right, Claire.
I like my eggs in a katsu, personally.
I feel like that's a good like Easter thing to do. Like just make all the different costumes that like Humpty Dumpty had in Puss in
I
Boots.
thank God
we should all get on like a Discord like video call at Easter and do that.
Yeah, my Humpty will be the one with the spurting coming out of him. That'll be my Humpty.
Mine will be the one with the mustache.
That's a good one.
I got the gold suit.
I guess I'll take the one with the. I'll get some pros.
The cat suit's open.
Oh,
yeah, katsu's open.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's too easy.
That's too easy.
It's over easy.
Claire.
Humpty Dumpty runs into a heavy golden egg, hitting himself in the cry.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, golden eggs.
Yep, that's the Shrek. I'm still on Wiki Shrek.
What are your non-wiki?
I will give my final thoughts. However, if you want a good laugh, I highly recommend going to Wiki Shrek and looking up Humpty Dumpty. With that being said, I was not sold on this movie either. I thought it was fine. Definitely did not think it was bad. The thing about a movie like this is that there is very little to talk about, and there is an elephant in the room. So I'm just so drawn to that elephant that with the rest of the movie, that right, for the most part, I genuinely didn't mind. You know, the vibe of it is, oh my god, this face. Oh my god, this egg. Oh my god, this the heavy golden egg. But I did like it well enough. It didn't get much of a reaction out of me, but I just enjoy Puss in Boots as a character. I'll take any excuse that isn't, really bad to follow him around. Was this really bad? No, absolutely not. I wish Kitty wasn't nothing, but later. Really, if anything, I'm walking away thinking that, yeah, we would be robbed of having Humpty Dumpty in our lives, but I kind of wish Jack and Jill took his place. Just because I feel like I just would have liked to see a lot more of them. There's a really good idea that they had that didn't go anywhere with. But overall, I thought it was fine. For the sake of my rankings, I currently have it it is below Road to El Dorado, and it is above, sorry, Wash, Monsters vs. Aliens, putting it at number 16.
If it helps, Wash, I have this as my number 18, above Oh wait, no, never mind. No, above Madagascar 2 and below Monsters vs. Aliens. So,
Wow.
Oh, should I give my Shrek ranking?
Please,
Yes.
I was going to ask about that, but I feel like I know the answer, so go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
No.
So I have, it's going to be Shrek 1, 2, 4, Puss in Boots, Shrek 3. is what I
Yep,
have
from bottom
right
to top.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bottom to top.
Clearly.
All right. Yep. So I like my eggs over easy.
I'm a scrambled guy.
I like mine over medium.
Unironically, I don't like eggs.
That's amazing.
That's the perfect punchline to this. With that, if you like
I want to like eggs because they're easy to make and they're reasonably good for you. I've tried so many different ways, but unless I'm gonna make them super unhealthy for me, which defeats the point. I just can't.
Yeah.
Yes. Giana,
I know I'm ruining the punchline, but still.
No, that's the perfect punchline.
It's
If you like what
perfect.
you listen to, you can check us out in video form, youtube.com/WRK podcast. Subscribe, comment. Let us know what's your favorite way to eat an egg.
Yes.
Mm,
Or
there
not
you go.
eat an egg.
Or not eat
Or
an egg.
not.
Also, Giana, thanks again for appearing in our excellent episode. But where can people find your wonderful self and maybe talk with you about eggs?
Yes. Eggs exclusively talk to me about nothing else. No, I'm kidding. If you would like to follow me, I am at Giana_Luna_ across socials. It's Giana with one N. I'm also a co-host of the Shoujo Sunday podcast, where we talk about shoujo anime. We're at Shoujo Sunday everywhere if you want to check that out. And I have a song called Twilight Champagne you can stream everywhere too.
Yay!
Yay!
That made me think of Eggs Sunday, and I'm like, that sounds disgusting.
Oh boy. Just like an egg custard.
Oh god.
Inspiration for the next song, perhaps.
Sunny side.
This face deserves an ode.
Oh, please.
Sunny side up champagne. There we go.
Ode
There
to
we go.
Dumpty.
Oh my god.
Oh god. With that, this Giana, this is bittersweet because this will be the last we see of you for a while.
For a
on this
while.
show.
I
No,
know.
no.
Yeah, like, I feel
Yeah.
like Shrek the Third, Shrek 4, and Puss in Boots were so close together, and now it's 11 years.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
We're not even gonna see Jeffrey Katzenberg anymore by the time we get to.
Yeah, this is your last Jeffrey Katzenberg film.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He leaves in like 2016, I think. I don't know like what movie it would be,
Yeah.
but like we gotta.
I
It's
think
a
it
long.
was Trolls, actually.
Maybe.
But-
Maybe that was the downfall.
Yeah. But while we won't see Giana for a bit and we will miss her, we will be back next time with
Where we'll talk about Madagascar 3.
Wait,
Europe's
really? Oh
most-
god.
Europe's Most Wanted.
It's the movie where they reference Sans Undertale. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, I got it now.
I'm looking up Madagascar 3 faces. These are some pretty unappealing faces, but they're better than Humpty Dumpty's, so I mean, what is this?
On
So
that.
are we already
This
talking
is-
about
I know this is
Madagascar
getting
3?
cut. What is this?
Wait.
Oh, man.
God.
What? I don't know what to do. Oh, no.
Oh no! Edit. No.
So,
I have to
okay,
just
it's the
Photoshop
picture of-
the egg.
It's a picture of Alex from the poster from Madagascar 3, which I guess we were talking about now already. But,
No, we're deleting
we
it.
will continue the conversation next time. And if you want to know when the next time that episode is going to be, you can follow us twitter.com/WRK podcast. And you can listen to us in audio form in wrk.simplecast.com and wherever else you may get your podcast. Out of this recording, it can no longer be Google Podcast. That one's getting closed down. How weird
Aw.
is that? Anyway, that's the end of our excellent episode. I've been the egg wash.
I'm random egg stander here.
Giana's very proud of me for that one.
That was amazing.
I
don't have
am
anything
Egg
prepared.
Claire.
Oh
and
my
a clear.
god. I don't have an egg bun in my hand.
I wish this was a visual podcast.
Wait.
So you guys can see Giana right now. Oh my god.
Giana is-
Wait. I am G omelet.
I was
Omelette
thinking Egg
Luna.
Giana, but that's so much better.
Yes,
The best I could do. G omelet Luna.
that's great. Make sure to eat your breakfast, everybody.
Bye.
Have Dumpty with a side of bacon.
Bye.
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 Ah!